you probably know that cars are parked 95% of the time. They're used an hour a day. Probably you don't. You also know it, but probably you are people that don't know that vehicle production growth is going to stagnate by 2025, and the number of shared cars is going to grow exponentially, as you can see. In eccocar, we're working with corporations and with our car sharing platform so that their employees can find cars in their offices, can reserve them, can find them, and can access them anytime they want during the reservation period with their mobile phones. You can see here a little bit demo of our app. This helps businesses reduce the amount of vehicles they need because they are using the fleets in a more efficient way. This also helps them reduce the amount of mobility costs they have, such as taxis and gray fleets, and also helps them go towards an electric fleet faster because they really know what is the fleet needs that they have. We are already working with several corporations in the energy business, insurance business, pharma, telcos, etc. Our business model is a monthly fee per car per month from the basic SaaS reservation system through a digital key solution up to additional services that the customers would want. Car sharing market is growing at a staggering pace, and we want to position ourselves as a European powerhouse in the heart of the fleets of the European car sharing. How do we do it? With the platform that actually acts on existing fleets. We are not putting more cars on the road. We are working on the existing fleets, which has a platform which is modular and allows us to integrate more services and more OEMs as well in a faster and better way than any other platform out there. But we don't want to stop with corporates. We are already working with rent-a-cars because they want to digitalize the experience and their services to the end customers. We're also working with car dealerships who want to digitalize the whole value chain. And we are also working with communities even. People say, okay, I want a pack of cars in my community so that I can share the cars with my neighbors and even get rid of my own. Sitting in Spain and in Germany, we have already been acknowledged and rewarded at the national and European level, both by public and private institutions as well. So last but not least, the team. Young, motivated team who is actually having experience in several different industries, who do not take anything for granted and who really want to change the way mobility works. My name is Fernando Martin. I am one of the founders of eccocar, and we are here to accelerate through the efficiency the world's transition towards sustainable mobility. Thank you very much. Sorry guys, I gave you the back, but there was no much.
That's fine. First question, you mentioned you can also add additional services. Can you give a preview of what are these additional services?
Yeah, sure. The basic platform that we have for corporations doesn't have any payments, any damages, any onboarding thing. So when we're working more on the B2B2C or B2C, we see different companies asking us for these kind of services because they want to charge the customers, because they want to check their IDs, because they want to check the damages, because many of them are having a lot of revenues because of these things. So those are the things that we are building on a basic reservation and digital key service that we have. Yeah. And if I may add, we are also thinking, or we are already working on the ideas on how to monetize mobility data, depending on which companies allow us to have this kind of data. Yeah. An example I can give you is we're working with Telefónica closely because they are interested on, they have already data, but they want to kind of put the context on top of the data that they have. So we can give them then this context with their SIMs. So we know that these people are moving with our cars and they can actually monetize out of that.
Now you say our cars. So who in your business model owns the cars? Is it the companies, leasing?
Companies. I mean, I say our cars, but they're companies' cars. We do not operate cars.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that you're a data layer that comes in between fleet managers and the final customers to help fleet managers better manage their fleet. Who do you want to be selling to first? Large corporations, rent-a-car systems? What's your
We're starting with
go-to-market
corporations.
strategy?
It's the easiest product,
Mhm.
and this is where we have already some traction. And now we're working on additional services on top of that. We do not want to create new platforms, but we want to do it kind of ad hoc. I mean, there are some customers who want only reservation. Another ones want only digital key. Another one wants only damages and reservation. So we can give that flexibility, as I said, on our platform. Yeah. But
Okay.
we're starting with corporates, and then we're moving more on the B2B2C, and yeah, to power kind of fleets that want to be shared.
Where do you want to roll out first and second and third, and what do you need for that?
We're in Spain right now. We're in several cities with several corporations. I'm based in Germany, as I was mentioning to you before, and we're already working with Volkswagen Data Lab, as I told you, and also Telefonica. So Germany would be an interesting place to start, because you need to be in Germany if you're working with vehicles or cars. It's a kind of the playground where you need to be just to show. And I'm also thinking about here. I have a Polish wife, and I am in contact with some people here on the PARB. There are some nice opportunities for startups to be here, and car sharing is starting to be. I would say it's a little bit more delayed than what is in Germany or Spain, but it's starting to ramp up here right now, and they will need a lot of these kind of services and platforms to build new services and businesses on top of that. We don't want to get too much complicated as of now.
You know, we hire some of the young talents. We can't pay them the best amount of salaries, but what they all get is they get freaking nice cars. So I wonder how the corporates or the users are going to adopt to a different alternative. That's kind of how we bribe young talent, right? So that'll be a good challenge, but I look forward to working with you on that.
Thanks.
I have one more question. How do you integrate, let's say, to the car itself? Is it an app? Is it a dongle? Is it? If you want to.
It's a work. It's a dongle. We work with Conti on this.
Okay.
As of now, I mean, but we are also integrating different services. We are already integrating the API from BMW, and we are really pushing on OEMs just to open the APIs so that we can start making some business there. It's complicated. It's a long conversation. They will open them eventually. We don't know if we will be the ones who really will exploit it, but it will happen. There will be no dongles. We'll have smartphones with wheels. The question is when, not if. Yeah.
What would you say is your biggest challenge then?
Biggest challenge right now, maybe the scaling. When you're in the B2B, maybe the main challenge is to streamline the customers so that they can kind of go in line with the product that you're offering right now. Because we're working on a product that we think is working for them. Sometimes they don't think so. They like to come to you and say, I know I need this and that and these other things. So sometimes when you go to the B2B, we don't want to go into a consultancy company, right? You don't want to do ad hoc solutions to everybody, because that's not why we're here. So it's the understanding of all the customers that are coming, transforming that into a product that can be kind of scalable and also usable into other companies. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.